Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, American. It's Friday.
Ah, yes. And welcome to it. So, the President of the United States had a little incident yesterday.
He did.
Fell off another stage, but...
Well, he didn't fall off the stage.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. That was the stage they were using. They had the podium on it.
I know he fell on the stage.
He fell off the raised stage on the stage. Yeah, there was like
he tripped on a thing. He tripped on the stand or whatever.
Fell like 2 feet off the platform. Right?
No.
Oh, let's see it again.
He fell on the stage.
No.
Yes.
Let's watch this. Okay, here he goes. Okay, and boom.
That's still the stage.
Okay, and he's on that little.
No.
Okay, I see. All right. So he just tripped.
He fell off that platform. Holy cow,
that's what I thought. He fell off.
Oh no, he's
little
not that
optical
spry.
illusion for
he's
you.
He's not standing up after that fall.
That's what I thought.
No.
So, but it was a sandbag. There was a sandbag there. He tripped over it and fell and went boom. He fell down and went boom.
I will say, as I was watching that, I was like, why is that guy, the one military guy, doesn't ever set down his papers to help the president up? He continues to hold the paper like, I got. I mean.
Yeah, put your papers down, man.
Yeah.
Help the President of the United States get back
thank
up.
you. My wife is like...
Get over there a little quicker and prevent him from falling in the first place.
My wife is like, you could tell he doesn't have kids.
And down he goes.
He's still holding it.
He couldn't get back up either.
I know.
On his own. That's interesting to me.
That is...
It's fascinating.
Not good.
Not good.
It's not good.
So I'm showing my wife...
Yeah, I did. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm showing her last night. Look at how hard he fell. He really fell. And she's like, that's not that bad. I'm like, what are you talking about? Look at him. Watch it again. She's like, that's not that bad. I've seen you fall worse than that.
Oh, she pulls that out.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Thank you.
She pulls that out.
It was on ice, okay? It was on ice. But yes, I did. She said, at least he didn't get up with his face all bloody. Yeah.
I hope,
all right, you got a point there.
I hope this story ends with, you know what? Get back in the kitchen.
Well, it doesn't, because we were in the kitchen when I was talking to her about it. So she was in the right place, just not saying the right things. She needs to go back to wife training.
Thank you.
You know, she needs a refresher course.
There's some dishes to be done. So
it's been almost 40 years. It's time for a refresher. So
clear.
But yeah, he's fine. They want you to know he's fine. Nothing happened there. I mean, everybody trips on sandbags. Come on.
They do?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, if there's a sandbag anywhere around, you're going to trip over it and fall flat on your face. But he didn't have Jill there, and he never does lately.
No, she does not. She has nothing to do with the old man anymore.
What's the?
It's really
kind of
strange.
A weird thing.
It is.
Has not been around for a long time.
She shows up at some of the White House events. But boy, like she used to travel hand in hand with him everywhere. Man.
Yeah, because she'd lead him off stage all the time,
babysit him, everything, and that is not happening anymore.
Which is why this kind of stuff happens all the time.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's got to start babysitting a little bit better.
I think so too. This isn't the first time this has happened.
No, it is not. I mean, I was amazed. I'd forgotten a couple of times actually.
I mean, look at him. It remind you about the bike fall. He had this little incident. Look, I ride a bike still at 80, and I'm really Oops, I'm fine.
I had my tow hooks in.
Whoa! Then falling up the stairs. Of course, heading to Air Force One.
Now this is in Poland.
This is one in Poland, where he just kind of trips.
I'd forgotten about this one. This was a quick trip, but he stumbles again at the very top too. Like he goes,
boy, he falls there.
And then he tries
and
to
then
like, I'm
he's
okay.
fine. No, I'm almost running up the stairs.
He's got a little lip there at the end, like, ooh, I gotta take it easy.
Then there's do we have the falling upstairs 3 times? Do we have that one?
Yeah, for going into Air Force One. Yeah. The other Air Force One fall. We don't have that one.
You got to be kidding me. That's the best one.
So
that's the best one. All right.
We're getting it.
Okay.
It'll be made available to us.
All right.
All right. In a short time.
But there was the time when he fell up the stairs 3 times and barely got up there. Barely got up those stairs. Then there was the Japanese situation where he's with the G7.
He
almost went down a flight of concrete stairs, and that would have been really bad.
I don't know.
He caught himself, fortunately, on the railing.
Do we have that? No.
No,
he didn't catch him. It wasn't the railing. I mean, he was just lucky to catch himself.
Yeah. He just acted like, I'm jogging again because I'm really spry. That's what he tried to pawn it off as.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Wow.
I guess now that we don't have that yet either. So
yeah,
okay, don't worry about it.
No,
don't worry about it. It's fine.
But he's laughing. Oh, look at him! Man, he's out there trying to perform for people. Look at how spry I am. I can do a little dance.
Does he do a little jig?
Yeah. Do a little dance, make a little love,
get down tonight.
I love that. Right now Fox has the falling up the stairs 3 times. All right, so
the footage is
that's
available.
good stuff. It is available. Yeah, it is available. Surprisingly,
that is good stuff. That is good stuff.
Good
look,
stuff.
The thing is, I'm concerned that one of these times is not going to end well.
Yeah, yeah, right. Like a broken hip. At 80, that's a concern. That's really a concern that he might break his hip, and then what are you going to do? Then you've got a incapacitated president. Yeah, you got a hip replacement. That's a long recovery for an 80-year-old man.
Yes, it is.
So, they should be watching out for him. During the campaign, I'll bet they're going to cut back on things. They're going to cut back on his appearances.
And
I will
say,
he's going to try to win this from the basement again.
I don't know why they don't use a Jeff Fisher plan. If I were to run for president, my first day one duty would put an escalator into Air Force One.
Oh, yeah.
I've said that many times. So I don't know why they don't do that.
It's not a bad idea.
Just get the man an escalator. We make the joke about the little side chair on heading up, but just give him an escalator. What are we doing?
I'd love that little side chair where you just go up the railing.
That'd be awesome.
That would embarrassing, but we're humiliated every day by this guy. So what's a little more embarrassment?
After the first couple times, you're like,
whatever. That's our president. Yep. Okay. So during his speech to the graduating class at Air Force, he had some interesting things to say.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Talking about the most diverse graduating class.
And your class is one of the most diverse classes in the history of this academy or any academy to graduate. That's why we're strong.
What?
That's why we're who we are. That's why we'll never give up. That's why.
Wait, because people from different backgrounds are there? That's why we're strong? No, it's not. No, it's not. That isn't why we're strong. That doesn't make us weak, but it's not why we're strong. Diversity is not the thing. Unity is the thing.
Which I thought
that's why we're strong.
I thought he ran on.
Yes,
by the way,
it is. Right. That's exactly right. This tearing us apart at the seams isn't making us strong.
No.
Dividing us all into little special interest groups isn't making us strong. So stop saying that BS. I'm so tired of it. I can't take it.
It gets so angry.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's weird. It's like he's screaming at us. He's screaming at conservatives. That's why we're strong. No, it isn't. No, it's not why you're strong. Because there's white people, there's black people, there's Hispanic people, there's gays, there's straights. That's not why we're strong. What strengthens us is that we all pull together and unify ourselves
Thank you.
into one great nation. That's why we're strong. And because we have freedom in the free market system, which you're trying to destroy, Mr. Biden, that's killing us. He needs to go. Oh, my gosh. I can't wait till 2024. I just can't wait. We've got to get rid of this guy.
Have to.
He's the absolute worst. He's the bane of existence in this country. I mean, what a ridiculous speech that was yesterday.
Good news is I believe he's giving a speech to the nation tonight.
Is he? For what?
I can't wait.
For what?
I guess because the debt ceiling is signed and we need more money for Ukraine. I don't know.
Probably is more money for Ukraine. Yeah. He's going to tell us we're in it forever again. We're in it as long as it takes. As long as it takes. As much money as it takes. As much blood and treasure as it takes. We're going to do it.
That's why we're strong.
Right. Because we're supporting Ukraine right now. We're keeping them afloat. It's agonizing, isn't it? It's just...
It sure is.
Oh, by the way, the Senate passed the debt ceiling bill last night. So
sure, he'll give it a mention tonight.
They'll probably give that a mention. Yep. The bipartisan effort worked, and so now it will be signed into law by Biden himself, unless he vetoes it, which would be weird because he negotiated the deal.
His deal. Right?
Yeah, it's pretty much his deal. So that'll be fun. I'm sure we'll hear about that. House and Senate did pass the bill. Republicans could not. Sane Republicans could not pass it. I was reading on Drudge yesterday the headline. I didn't have the heart to go to the actual article, but the headline was enough because it just shows
how many times that happens.
It shows me how radically Matt Drudge has changed, or at least his website. I don't know if he turned it over to somebody else. I don't know what's going on.
The site has been that way for quite some time now. So,
but under the headline that the bill was passed was a headline, "Are something like are sane Republicans back because they passed this crappy bill?" Really? Oh my gosh! Whatever.
Awesome.
Whatever.
Fantastic,
isn't it? Though?
Thank you. It's
really great.
It was the biggest cuts in American history. Biggest cuts in American history. That's awesome.
Right. That is awesome.
Proud. That's why we're strong. Yelled.
That's why we're strong. Because we're 31 trillion in debt, and we have all kinds of different backgrounds. Really? Oh, okay.
Weird.
All right.
He also talked about, and I don't know if I'm going to say this, and I'm not about being mean, but I don't know if we have it or not. But he also talked about, he told another Naval Academy story while at the Air Force Academy.
Which is weird. Yeah, because they're rivals. I don't know if you're aware of that. They're not really proud.
I know we're one team and we're unity and everything, but you're at the Air Force Academy. Maybe you tell an Air Force story.
We should find that because he talked about his being a great football player again. Yeah, I think he tried to pawn it off as, I'm being humble. I was a decent football player, so
But he talked about how he had applied to the Naval Academy.
Right, at the Air Force Academy. Why are you talking about that? Nobody cares.
Plus, it's not true.
And it's not true. Yeah, there's that. There is that. It's another stinking lie about his past. So weird. And then the Roger Staubach thing came up. He didn't wind up going there because Roger Staubach applied.
I decided I'd go to the University of Delaware.
Oh, okay. Right. It wasn't that you were turned down if you applied or that you didn't even apply. Right. It was that Roger Staubach was going there. And why you weren't a quarterback anyway? What would that have to do with? Yeah. Right. Wasn't he a wide receiver? That should have been a good thing for his application. It's the worst. So ridiculous. And didn't he say, he said one of these times when he's talked about this, when he's lied about this, that he applied in 1965?
Yeah.
Which is actually when he graduated?
He's given conflicting dates on if it would have happened, it would have happened a different date than he said. But it never happened anyway, so it doesn't matter what date.
It doesn't matter because he's lying no matter what the deal is. So, again, if that was Donald Trump,
Oh, my gosh.
That's all CNN would be talking about today.
Oh, my gosh.
And the only reason CNN has shown the falling footage today is because they want to let you know that, he wasn't hurt. He's fine. He's fine. He got up. He bounced right back. He's doing a dance now.
He's fine. And by the way, how come someone isn't suing those stagehands for leaving those sandbags out there?
Right. Yeah, somebody should be going to the stockade right now.
Thank you.
All right. I want you to picture for a moment what it would be like if all of a sudden the global medication supply chain of antibiotics just disappeared. It just dried up.
No, thank you. I don't want to do that.
Be really bad, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Most of our medicine in this country is manufactured in places like China and India. And, if anything ever goes wrong, you think they're going to make sure we're well stocked with the medication we need? Of course not. So, what do you do when all of a sudden you or somebody you love needs antibiotics and there just aren't any? Well, you should have a supply on hand just in case. The Jace case from Jace Medical is a great way to keep yourself prepared for the worst. Prepare for the worst, hope and pray for the best. It's a pack of 5 different courses of antibiotics that you can use to treat a long list of bacterial illnesses, everything from UTIs to sinusitis. It's a great way to be ready for shortages. It's perfect for traveling. So even if there aren't any shortages, you will still be prepared for whatever comes your way. Go to jacemedical.com, enter the promo code PAT at checkout. That's promo code PAT at JASE, jacemedical.com.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Oh, guess what? We had another racial hoax that just happened.
Yes.
This one was in Florida, I think, right?
Did. Yes, it was.
Guy had his house burned down.
Yes.
Which is really tragic.
Correct. And
then they left him a note.
That's correct. At the crime scene.
Bastards. Hateful. Hateful, racist bastards. Why would you do this?
There was a swastika left at the site.
Oh, no.
Along with a sign.
Uh-oh. What'd the sign say?
This is our land. Latinos are not welcome.
Man, I hate that. I hate when that happens.
This is our land. Latinos are not welcome.
And of course,
you see those
how many
signs
people?
everywhere.
How many people do you know that speak just like that? I know so many people that they're saying to me, "You know what, Pat? This is our land. Latinos aren't welcome here.
Aren't welcome."
I can't tell you how often I've heard that.
I was out for a birthday dinner with my daughter yesterday at the restaurant. I can't tell you how many tables I overheard saying, "Hey,
I'll bet. Hey, you
this is our
Latinos,
land.
get out. You're not welcome here."
Latinos are not welcome here.
So, what happened?
Well,
They catch those people?
they did.
Oh, good.
They did. Yeah, it was him.
It was him.
Yeah, it was him.
It was the owner of the house.
Yeah, it was
the
him.
Latino.
Yeah, they realized, he was owed a bunch of money still on his home. He was behind on his mortgage payments. And they have footage of one of his employees purchasing a bunch of fuel.
Oh, my gosh.
And then they went ahead and got a warrant for his phone. And they tracked his location during the times that the fires were lit. And it was him.
And
So he
it was
at the
him.
house. So,
So great.
another hate crime.
Time after time after time, these supposed hate crimes are the person themselves. I don't know if they're just looking for attention. Are they trying to create chaos in the country? What's going on?
They claim, he was just
This guy obviously just trying to save his
right. He's just
financial
trying to
situation.
hope that it was a crime so he could get his money.
Right.
I was a victim of a hate crime.
Were ya?
Okay.
And of course, the answer is no.
And I'm happy that the police department actually did ask, were you?
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's great. I mean, virtually every story that hits the headlines that gets attention like this, all of them are hoaxes.
It certainly appears that way, man. It's unbelievable. It really is unbelievable.
Every time you can predict, I'll bet you they figure out this is a hoax. And sure enough, they figure out it was a hoax every single time.
And we're probably the only show that actually covers the story when it is a hoax.
Yeah.
I mean, when it originally happens, we get the stories everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Latinos aren't welcome here. This is our land. The hateful rhetoric.
Yeah, this country is so racist and so hateful.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no, he did it himself.
Yeah. But let's just sweep that under the rug. It's unbelievable.
It sure is.
It's unbelievable.
It sure
and the
is.
reason is there just aren't that many people, and there are some, I'm sure, but they mostly keep that to themselves. You know?
Well, that's the problem, you damn closet
Yeah,
racist.
they're mostly keeping it to themselves. They're not out there burning people's homes down
Right.
and leaving them notes like that. They don't do that. The amazing thing is, this is the most diverse nation in the history of the world. Okay? Is that what makes us strong? No, it's the fact that we can all get along together.
Yeah.
That's what makes us strong.
Yeah.
It's the fact that nobody cares. I mean, and we have it for a long time. I mean, there was certainly a time in this country where if you were different, if you spoke with an accent, you're going to get hassled because of it. I mean, the Irish, the Italians, the Germans, everybody went through it. Not just blacks and Hispanics.
No.
Everybody went through it.
Everyone did. Yeah, everyone did.
But we got through that. You know, we got through it. And show me the other nation that has done something similar. Show it to me, because it doesn't exist. You think the UK has our kind of diversity and get along together? Does China have that kind of diversity? No.
No.
Out of 1.4 billion people, what are 1.3999 of them Asians? Chinese?
Really?
Yeah, probably. I'd like to see the actual stats.
They've got,
the ethnicity in China.
I mean,
No, they do have the Uyghurs, and look what they do with them.
Yeah.
Look what they do to them. So, is Mexico super diverse? No, it is not.
No, it is not.
I mean, the rules and the laws that they have against the gringos coming down and owning property is amazing.
You got to
in
jump
and of
through
itself.
all kinds of hoops to be able to
You bet.
actually live there.
Right. If they'll even let you. And to own property there is really difficult. So I get so irritated with people trying to make us out to be these racists, these awful people who just can't get along with anybody, when nothing could be further from the truth.
Kidding.
It's just the exact opposite of that. Well, it's Friday, and you might be planning some weekend excursions, maybe going out for a movie. Apparently, The Little Mermaid is doing not that well.
Really?
Yeah, it's not doing that well.
Now, it didn't do well in China when it opened, right?
Did really poorly in China.
It didn't. They were anticipating, and I didn't see, and I hope you have the numbers. I didn't see what the numbers were from Memorial Day weekend, from the weekend, because they were anticipating like 180 million, I think, and I thought
180 million.
I don't think you're going to get that.
All right, let's check on that. Did it open just last week?
Yeah, it opened last weekend here in the U.S. Domestically, and I feel like I don't think you're going to get that.
Yeah,
maybe adjusted globally.
118. So if it was predicted
it's a little shy
to
of 180,
that's a wow. That must have been a huge disappointment to him.
Yes,
118 million, which is that's still a lot of money, but probably not compared to what they spent on it.
Yeah,
are they going to get their money back? Maybe not.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
I mean, maybe with merchandise, maybe at the end, but it's only because people aren't going to see it because we're racists. You know that,
right?
You know that, right?
Because there's The Little Mermaid is black, in this movie, and of course we can't abide that.
We can't.
And the reason is because in the actual story she wasn't, and they keep doing this. They keep making white people black people, and I don't care. It's just
I don't either.
That you're changing everything, and if the shoe was on the other foot, it would be completely unacceptable.
No
forbidden
way.
It's forbidden. You couldn't take a black character or a black story and make them white people. All hell would break loose. But we're supposed to be fine with it the other way around. The critics' consensus on Little Mermaid is with Halle Berry making a major splash in the title role. Disney's live-action Little Mermaid ranks among the studio's most enjoyable reimaginings.
There you have it.
There you go. That's from that critic anyway. The audience says Halle Bailey, not Halle Berry.
Yeah, no, it's Bailey.
It's Halle Bailey is out. I was going to say, I didn't think Halle Berry was in that
she's
movie.
Fine.
It didn't look like Halle Berry.
Listen, I am a huge fan of Halle Berry.
Yeah.
But she's a little long on the tooth for Mermaid.
Yeah, well, at this age, too. At the Ariel age, yes.
But I love, Halle, I'm not saying anything bad against you, baby. It's okay.
But Halle Bailey is outstanding in Little Mermaid, according to the audience. And most of the other new additions to this version of the story hit the mark as well. So I don't know what you racists are having a problem with.
Plus, it's a live action. Okay.
The film currently has a 7 out of 10 rating out of 43,000 votes in the movie database on, what is it called? Rotten Tomatoes. This rating comes with a small disclaimer that says, our rating mechanism has detected unusual voting activity on this title. To preserve the reliability of our rating system, an alternate weighing calculation has been applied.
That's awesome.
Okay, so they're getting hammered, so they changed it.
Yeah, we need to change that up.
That is incredible. Wasn't this the movie with a 1 rating?
Was
this the one?
I think
it was.
It may have been.
Amazing. Our rating mechanism has detected unusual voting activity on this title. Huh.
Yeah, so we got to change it.
We just changed it. We just changed it.
Yeah, we can't let that go.
That is incredible. And I think this is what, makes people
frustrating.
Frustrated, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, very frustrating. Wow. So IMDb changed the way it reports audience scores for the movie itself. That's amazing. Wow. The note appeared on the U.S., Canadian, UK, Brazilian, and Mexican Little Mermaid pages. Although we accept and consider all votes received by users, not all votes have the same impact or weight on the final rating.
Oh, okay.
This means, read that, we can rearrange this any way we want. It's our website.
Yep.
And if we don't like what you've done with it, we're going to change it. Wow. When unusual voting activity is detected, they do change the system. Despite mixed reviews from critics, some industry insiders believe The Little Mermaid is being review bombed, which happens when a large number of people or a few people with multiple accounts post negative user reviews online, even if they haven't seen the work in question. Now, you don't know that. You don't know if these people have seen it or not. Even with the negative reviews, Little Mermaid cleared more than $117 million at the box office Memorial Day weekend. Viewers praised lead actress Halle Bailey's performance, but said several parts of the film felt unnecessary, especially the unsettling live-action versions of Ariel's sidekicks, Scuttle, Sebastian, and Flounder. All right, so it got a critic score of 68%, an audience score now. It went from 1% to 95%.
Right.
That is incredible.
I was trying to see if I could find the report where they originally were hoping for that 180 million, because I remember seeing, it doesn't matter. I remember seeing it going, I don't think you're getting that.
Yeah. No, and they didn't.
I don't think you're getting that.
And they did not.
They did not. Yeah.
But they will claim it's a win. That's a win. 117 million. Wow, that is a huge debut for a 3-day Memorial Day weekend holiday experience.
Okay.
All right, whatever.
Okay.
It's really not anymore. If this was 1975, it'd be huge. But I don't know if you've noticed. It's not 1975 anymore. Jeez. All right. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Much more ground to cover. Bud Light has announced a nice donation to the LGBT Chamber of Commerce. That's great.
Wait.
Yeah.
The LGBT has a Chamber of Commerce?
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that great? Isn't that great?
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. So why do you think that's... Why wouldn't
it a
they?
national office?
Why
I'm unaware of this Chamber of Commerce.
Well, we'll get into that in a minute. Coming up on Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
It's Pat Unleashed on Twitter. It's 888-900-3393 if you'd like to call us. Not a winner tweets. So sick of gay parade already. Not sure how I'm going to make it until the end of the month. Oh, you got a long way to go, my friend.
You'll be fine.
Might as well just
take pride.
Yeah, right. Exactly. From Chrome Capitalist, don't forget the time he fell, meaning the president, while chasing his dog's tail.
Oh yeah,
I did forget about that.
We don't have footage of that though.
Darn it.
I don't know. I'm guessing Hunter wasn't there, so there's no footage of the bathroom fall.
No, and no footage of Hunter with his wiener hanging out either.
Well,
at that time, yeah. Right, at that particular moment, which is one of the few moments we don't have footage of that thing hanging out. Truth Seeker tweets, maybe Joe Biden should change "don't jump" to "don't fall." Yeah, maybe. Yeah. James in Bama, if Biden is ever charged for as many crimes, how many charges of douchebaggery should he be hit with as well? Oh, too many to count. It would keep him in prison for 1,000 lifetimes. Kevin Thompson tweets, Biden is so dumb, he thought a quarterback was a refund. Is he a quarterback?
Yeah, I got it.
From Dan the Man. After CNN assured the American people that Joe was not hurt during his fall, the administration went on to say he didn't actually fall, was never at the Air Force Academy, and did not scream, "This is why we're strong!" They wouldn't have any problem with
no, they would not.
With making that point.
No, they would not.
From Rye or Ree, R-I-E, is it a coincidence the cheers grew louder when he hit the deck? I think not. Yeah, me too. I did notice the cheering of the crowd.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't notice that?
Oh, that
we have the footage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's play it with the sound up this time. Let's see what happens when he stumbles down. It does seem that the cheers grow louder. Yeah. Okay. See? My anus. Yeah, they're cheering. Yes, they are. Yes. 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 How can you deny that?
First of all, it was the end. So they were cheering for the end because he was
And when
leaving.
he fell, it got louder.
Because they were all like, oh.
No, they were like, yeah. No. Old man went down. Yeah.
Okay.
We've been waiting for that moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry.
I'm glad we're agreed now. From Hippie Patriot, what is amazing is that the most diverse nation in the world is hell-bent on convincing the world that they are not. That's really,
we sure are.
That's so true.
Been doing that for a number of years now.
And Two Spirit Penguin, you will accept and like a black Little Mermaid, or you are a racist.
I don't think it's that so much. I just think it's the live action version that just is not good. Who cares? Who cares if she's a black?
Well, people care because in the original, in the actual real story of the Little Mermaid, she's a redhead white girl.
Okay, so we changed it up a little.
Check the source material.
We changed it up a little bit. So what?
So you're changing the source material.
Oh,
again, it's not that anybody cares necessarily if she's black or white. Nobody cares, except that you flip it around and there's chaos.
And it's not the story.
If it was a person who was originally black and you made them white, you know that would be a huge issue.
And it's not the story.
And people are just sick of it. They're just sick of it. So, and it's not the story.
It's just not the story.
Right.
I know.
Right.
I know.
And the live action things that are based on, animation are almost never as good. It's just we're just too used to the Little Mermaid. I mean, it's a classic. That's a really tough one to remake in live action. It's a tough one. So, but I mean, Disney is redoing everything really right now. They don't like anything in their past because a lot of it was wholesome, and so They have to redo everything. Although there were some shenanigans of Disney, even back in the 60s and 70s, when they'd put little things, they'd insert them into the movies that are really subliminal, you know?
Yeah.
Like, do you remember, speaking of The Little Mermaid, there was the cover of the original Little Mermaid on video. And the Little Mermaid castle, if you looked at it very closely, part of it was an actual phallic symbol.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, there's no mistaking.
Was it a Disney movie or the Pixar movie? Oh, man, I remember stopping and starting the VHS with my grandfather to get to the point where they said, see, when they're flying through the city, you see a woman naked in an apartment window. Well,
yes, that's true. If you pause it, there is one.
I mean,
yes,
I went through that VHS with my grandfather.
All right,
and to find it.
And did you?
Absolutely,
it's there. That's not urban legend.
No, it is not.
Neither is it in what is it? Lion King?
Lion King. I was just thinking of the star shooting, right?
Simba is up on like a ledge, and he kind of flops down on the ground, and the dust blows out over the cliff, and the dust forms the word sex. If you pause it, it's clearly spelled out sex. Now, why, for children, are you doing that? Why are you doing that? That was just animators messing around, I think.
I think so, too.
It's different now because they now have an agenda, and they've told us so. We had that conference call with Disney creators, and one of them said that she makes sure that she puts LGBTQIA2 stuff in it on purpose, and they don't mind. Do we know if Disney is a founding member of the LGBT Chamber of Commerce? Because I don't think we have that information. What, you mean Walt Disney or the Disney Corporation?
Anything to do with Disney? Because I was not aware that there was a chamber. It is actually an LGBT.
Yes, Chamber of Commerce.
Chamber of Commerce.
Yes. Bud Light has announced that their brand is donating $200,000 to the National LGBT Chamber of Commerce.
So it's the National LGBT.
Yes, Chamber of Commerce. Now, it goes by the acronym NGLCC, so that's National Gay Lesbian Chamber of Commerce, right?
Okay, yeah.
Despite facing an ongoing boycott over their partnership with Dylan Mulvaney, they're making this big donation anyway. Parent company Anheuser-Busch announced the donation to NGLCC, which defines itself as the business voice of the LGBT community.
Do they?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Okay.
Yeah. We look forward to extending our work with the NGLCC to continue making a positive impact on the LGBTQ plus businesses that play a critical role in bringing people everywhere together. Oh, is that what they're doing?
That's what they're doing.
Oh. That
is what they're doing.
What they're doing. They're bringing us together. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. How did that escape my attention? That's just weird. I'm not paying attention, I guess. Anheuser-Busch has a strong track record of industry leadership in supporting the LGBTQ plus community. Over the past 20 years, Anheuser-Busch has supported both local and national nonprofit organizations that are committed to advocating for the LGBTQ plus equality. So they're committed to advocating for them. Not just accepting, including, and whatever. It's advocating.
And this is Anheuser-Busch. This is the parent company. So that means they're just trying to spread that umbrella over everyone. So it's like, it's not just Bud Light.
Right.
And it's okay. It's okay. The Bud Light.
They don't want to lose their ESG points. And so they're continuing with this stuff. Good for them. Let's see how that works out for you. Let's just see. Yeah, we'll just see how it works out. That's great. Whatever you want to do. It's your corporation. It's your company. I don't care. I don't drink beer. I never have. So I'm not going to drink it regardless of what they do. Yeah, so I don't have any dog in that fight.
First they came for, your neighbor's beer.
Right. Then they came for my milk.
Now when they come for you, now next they'll be coming for your hot chocolate, and nobody will be there.
Hold on a sec. I'm going to get me a beer.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. I
forget what kind of it was, too.
What kind? What was?
A beer.
Oh.
That she got out of the fridge.
Did we see what kind of beer it was?
I think we did, yeah.
I don't remember seeing it.
I don't either. I'm going to go see what.
All right, you check on that. While I
She
tell you
was
about
drinking a Bud Light.
Let me tell you about Eden Pure Thunderstorms, because if you want to purify the air in your home, this is the way to do it. It's so easy. It's inexpensive. And these work really well. The Eden Pure Thunderstorm sends out O3 molecules into the air, and those seek out and destroy odors and bacteria and all of that kind of stuff. It eliminates them. Doesn't just cover it up with an icky-smelling perfume, like flowery smell, so your house smells like a funeral home or something. I hate that. I hate that. It really purifies the air in your home. And right now, you can save $200 on an Eden Pure Thunderstorm 3-pack and put them in, obviously 3 different rooms. So you get these thunderstorms, you just plug them in and turn it on. It's so easy. If I can do it, I'm telling you, your 4-year-old can do it. Your 3-year-old could do it. So you plug them in, you turn them on, and they work great, and you never have to change filters or any of that stuff. Completely maintenance-free. So go to EdenPureDeals.com, put in the discount code PAT, save $200. EdenPureDeals.com, discount code PAT, and the shipping is free.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Another story about a trans person in a girl's bathroom. An Oklahoma resident and mother is suing her local school district after her 15-year-old daughter was allegedly severely beaten by a 17-year-old transgender student in the girl's bathroom. Dang, jeez. Why don't they care about these girls?
Good question.
The attack occurred at Edmond Memorial High School October 26th last year. The parent seeking $75,000 in damages for severe physical and mental injuries, severe physical and mental pain and suffering, and severe emotional distress that she claims the girl suffered in the school.
Yeah.
The transgender student had apparently made previous threats of violence against her and was searched for weapons by police after his threats against the victim were reported by another student. Included in the lawsuit is a direct reference to a law Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt signed May 25th that requires students at Oklahoma public schools to use restrooms that match the sex listed on their birth certificate. Now, that's a problem at the schools because they don't require birth certificates, so nobody knows what you had on them. So they don't know what gender is on your birth certificate because they don't have it. And they don't have access to it.
No, but we trust you to tell us the truth, right?
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure. And everybody does. No, nobody's dishonest around here. Come on. The student victim, labeled as V on the redacted report, told police she was speaking with friends in the girls' bathroom when student A approached her with a question. After telling A she didn't want to speak with her. And why? Well, there you go. That's why she got severely beaten. How dare you? How dare you decline to answer the trans person's question? Who do you think you are? A became angry and asked her if she wanted to fight before hitting her in the face. The alleged assailant continued to hit, kick, and pull her hair afterward. Wow. V told...
All because she wouldn't answer?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Isn't this how you would treat that situation? Wouldn't you respond this
I might give him a second chance. Are you sure you don't want to answer me?
The victim told police that the trans punch left her unable to fight back. One friend reported they tried to help, but they were also struck in the face twice. A witness said they worried about their friend because the assailant was a man.
Right.
Nobody cares.
Right.
Not enough people in positions that can do anything about it anyway. They don't care. They don't. How many times do we have to ask the question, why aren't you protecting girls and women anymore? Why don't their needs and their concerns and their safety, why don't they matter anymore?
And they don't.
Why? And they don't at all.
They don't.
It's all about the trans and their feelings. And forget it. If you have any problem at all with trans
It's your
people
problem.
in the bathroom. That's your problem. We'll get you some
Your
therapy. Yeah, maybe we'll have you talk to a school counselor if you don't like to see a wiener in your bathroom. Okay? Because you've obviously got some issues, right?
Right.
You got some issues with wieners.
In fact,
we're going
believe
to work through that.
It says when you go into the principal's office,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Sorry.
Dude, it starts out, dude, it just is what it is.
So-
And it says it in that voice, too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a cool sign.
Yeah. So, dude, it just is what it is.
So get over it. Move
Very
on.
cool. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's a digital sign that's in there.
Okay, yeah.
And it comes with audio. So the victim had injuries to her eye, face, and head, and a possible concussion. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. She wouldn't answer a question. What do you want to happen?
But you're
to her?
whining.
When a trans person. Thank you. Right?
Thank you. Right.
And when they ask you a question, you damn well better answer it, or you're going to get the beating you deserve. Okay? And you're lucky it was just a beating instead of rape.
It's not.
Right? Because how many of those are? We've already had some. There will be more stories like that, where these poor girls are sexually assaulted in these bathrooms. It's the weirdest, most inconceivable thing.
It sure is. And we
maybe
talk
in
about
our lifetime.
We talk about flipping stuff around all the time. Flip it around where this wasn't just a trans person, where it was just a man. A man in the woman's bathroom beats the crap out of a woman.
Would that be acceptable?
No.
No, it
Of course not.
Wouldn't.
Of course not. But because it's trans, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Don't worry about it. How did the trans person feel? Why wouldn't she answer the question? Why didn't the victim answer the trans person? Is that discriminatory? What, is she a transphobe?
Probably, because that's why she didn't want to talk to her.
Then she had the beating coming. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, she had it coming. And
she got it.
Here's the thing, and she got it. She should be expelled from school, and the school should be suing the mother and that family. That's what should happen by rights.
Thank you.
It's kind of where we are.
I would not be surprised if that actually happens.
No, I wouldn't either. It's unbelievable. All right. 888-933-93. We got one more story on this line. Glamour magazine cover. We got to talk about that coming up in just a few minutes.
There are only two genders.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
And,
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Sure is. How much do you miss Paul Harvey, by the way? I don't know how many years it's been since he died, but has it been 20? It's been a long time. 15?
It's been,
in there somewhere.
Easy enough to find out. But there's in the hallway that I walk down frequently, and so do you, by the way. There's a picture of Paul Harvey hanging there.
There is.
Yeah, right around the corner. There,
Oh, okay, right. Yes.
There's a bunch of pictures in that
but
hallway.
It's a really early picture
One
of him.
of those is Paul Harvey.
Looks very, very young, right? Is that the one you're talking about?
Okay, I'm just saying it's Paul Harvey.
Yes, it is. Now, when he died...
And I think of him all the time.
Someone we know had a chance to replace him. Do you remember that? You aware of that?
Yes.
There was some discussion with
Was.
ABC.
Yes, there was.
About somebody we know replacing Paul Harvey.
Yes, there was.
That person is Glenn Beck. And it didn't work out, but man, that would have been something else.
So he hasn't replaced Paul Harvey?
No, he did not replace Paul Harvey. He went on to do something else. I don't know what. I lost track of him a while ago. But I think it was his son, right? Didn't they?
Busy hoarding stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
They used his son for a while.
Well, his son was the writer.
And I don't think it really worked out very well.
I mean, it's not. Look, you don't.
There's only one
place
Paul
a
Harvey.
legend.
Yeah.
I mean, hello.
Right.
And so the son was the writer. I mean, he won the awards for the rest of the stories and writing the newscasts and stuff. You know, he helped Paul write all that stuff. So it was like, all right, well, go ahead, read what you got.
Yeah, and it didn't. Yeah, it didn't really work.
So while one of the systems that we have here isn't quite up to speed, which is a surprise, we do have a caller on the line from Oklahoma.
And do we know who the caller is?
We do, although I didn't understand it in my ear. So we're just going to go to Oklahoma and let that person tell us their name.
Why they're calling?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, guys, I'm Julia, and I have a bingo.
Julie,
Hey, Julia.
in Oklahoma. Nice.
Where in
Yeah,
Oklahoma?
I'm actually in Edmond.
Edmond, Oklahoma? Didn't we just mention Edmond, Oklahoma? Yes, we did.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It was a story about the mother and the trans person. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There's a lot of kids who go to that high school, and there are a lot of things happening here that are just underreported or not reported at all. So I was glad to hear this at least came out.
Yeah.
It was open.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the bustling metropolis of Edmond, Oklahoma.
Right?
Is it suburban Oklahoma City, or are you out there somewhere on your own? Where is it?
We're about 15 minutes north of Oklahoma City. Just right
okay.
there.
Yeah. Part of the mess.
Okay, well, tell us where your bingo occurred.
Okay, I got the second row down from the top.
Mm-hmm. Going
and
across.
It starts with, it is what it is.
Yes.
And then, where are the men?
Where are the
God
men?
Almighty. And then, Keith, that's good stuff.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then, read the polls, Jack.
All right.
And then Jeffy, one of my favorite things he does is excusing something shady.
We all love it.
Yes.
We
right?
all love
Don't
it.
we?
Yep. Well, Julia, thanks a lot. Appreciate your listening. We got all your information for the prizes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot.
That's awesome.
Thanks for
you.
listening.
All right.
She, of course, will get $30 worth of merchandise from PatGrayShop.com and a box of Kexi cookies from Kexi.com.
Pretty sweet. Is it the Father's Day edition?
She could choose the Father's Day edition, I believe. Okay. Yes, which is really good. Jackie just made this new cookie. It's a lemonade raspberry frosting thing. Oh my gosh, is that good?
So good.
Oh.
So I would just like to say that I'm sorry that you can't eat whole cookies anymore.
Right. But that doesn't mean I can't bring them for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad to see we're on the same page.
Must be Kreskin or something to be able to ascertain what you're thinking.
Thank you.
Before you even say it. Hey, something else that has kind of resurfaced lately is the fact that on January 6th, the day I'm talking about, right? The day democracy almost died. I mean, we came within inches, like a fraction of inches, from just destroying this country.
Would have been over.
Yeah.
Done.
It would have been over.
Shut down.
If they would have broken one more window at the Capitol building, that would have done it. We would have toppled as a nation. We would have been done. Yeah.
Has that been verified?
Yes.
One more window?
It's confirmed.
Okay.
One more window, and the democracy would have died.
Okay.
But Nancy Pelosi was filming. Do you remember she's filming the part where she wanted Trump to come to the Capitol building so she could hit him in the face?
She could punch him or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she was filming because it was her daughter's stupid company, right?
Yeah, her daughter was filming, and then they do this Hollywood-style evacuation where the daughter is filming the evacuation from the Capitol because of what's going on. What an amazing coincidence that you just happen to have your daughter filming all of this for an upcoming documentary on the day democracy almost died. Wow, that's a coincidence. I just thought I'd bring up the coincidence that was that amazing event. And then they wonder, they wonder why and where conspiracy theories form. Hey, why do people think weird things about the country? These wacky Republicans, these mega Republicans and their theories. Really? Really? You just happen to have a film crew there on January 6th.
It was just there.
Yeah.
It was a big day.
Yeah, right.
It was a big day.
An amazing coincidence,
right? We were verifying the vote.
Yes.
It was a big day.
Right.
And it did,
and it just so happened.
And the good thing, it didn't happen, right? The votes didn't get verified. And, Biden didn't get
it did. But here's the thing. It was delayed by a couple of hours.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's how the Republic was nearly killed.
I hope. And I don't know this to be true, but I hope that Nancy Pelosi's daughter and film crew filmed those 2 hours.
Oh, me too. Yes, because there must have been some fear going on. You know, they all thought they were going to be hanged by that angry mob outside. Who knew if the Capitol was going to blow up from the pipe bombs that were placed and didn't go out? Didn't go off.
Building, though.
Yeah, it was a different place, but I mean, who knows how powerful those pipe bombs might have been? It could have blown up the whole street, the block, everything around the Capitol, including, you don't know.
You didn't know.
What if they were nuclear pipe bombs? What if they were?
You don't often see those, but what if?
But what if? Yeah. You never know what these oath keeper people are going to do. Am I right?
You're 100%.
Some of these other patriot groups that love the Constitution so much, I don't know, why don't they marry it then? Who knows what they might have done?
So sick of those people.
Well, they're evil, and they're the biggest domestic threat we face.
Oh, thank goodness most of them are in jail now.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that reminder. And hopefully they'll stay in jail. Well, they will. They'll stay in jail for a good long time. 18 years in at least one case. It's incredible. It's absolutely astounding.
It sure is.
Now, I teased a story, and now I've misplaced the story.
Oh, yeah, the cover. Right?
What was it?
The cover mag, the magazine cover.
Yes. The Glamour magazine cover.
Glamour mag.
Where there's this is UK Glamour. Okay, so I guess they didn't have the same cover for the U.S.
They spread it out globally. It's a global brand.
Yes, it is. And they've got a trans man on the cover who's pregnant, who's quite obviously pregnant.
Awesome.
Yeah. And it
Congratulations.
says, trans, pregnant, proud. And why wouldn't you be? As a man who can get pregnant. That's incredible.
That is.
Isn't it? It's incredible.
Should be on the cover of Science magazine, too.
It's not the fact that this trans person is actually a woman and still has women parts and, yeah, like, I mean, a womb, for instance.
Do you know that?
I do know that, yes. So the baby is growing in a womb.
I'm going to... And checking out the Glamour mag
check that out
because I want to see if
Glamour
that's
UK.
Actually true.
Okay, I'll bet you nowhere in the article does it say. By the way, we all know this is a woman, right? In reality, she wants to claim she's a man. She identifies as a man. Whatever. She is actually a woman. So, see if you can find that in the Glamour story, because we don't want to deny science. Where are the science denier people? Where is that crowd screaming, "Stop denying science! You're denying science all the time! Why? Why are you denying science? Why? What about science?"
I will say that right off the bat it says Brown, 27, unexpectedly.
Unexpected? Well, yeah, a man? That is unexpected. It's never happened in the history of the planet before. But, there you go. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Logan Brown.
His partner, Bailey J. Mills, a legendary non-binary drag performer in the UK.
Legendary. Good. Okay.
So congratulations to this
that's great.
Power couple.
Okay. Good. That's good.
Camera, living proof. In the interview, Brown tells the camera that he is living proof of a pregnant transgender man.
Oh, my. He is living proof.
I do exist, no matter what anyone says.
Well, of course, because you're a woman. That's why you're pregnant. If you weren't a woman and you were an actual man, you wouldn't be pregnant. All right, Puddin'? You got that? What a bizarre world we live in. What a bizarre world.
It does. Let's see, Brown currently working on a children's book.
Oh, okay.
Can't wait for that. I might have to pre-order this.
What do you want to bet? It'll teach kids how men can get pregnant.
You didn't know the title?
No. What's the title?
In My Daddy's Belly.
By all that is holy. Can we stop? Seriously, can we just stop and get back to reality? Will that ever happen? Will the pendulum swing back?
That is outstanding.
And we will actually say, no. Okay, you know what? You're not really a man. Stop pretending that you're a man
This article
who's
does
pregnant.
This article won't even go there.
I knew it. Of course they're not going to go there. They want to pretend like men can, in fact, get pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm proof that it can happen.
I am living
You're proof. Really,
proof.
pull down your pants. Let me see what's going on there.
Whoa.
All right? If you got a unit dangling there, then I will say, wow, yeah, that is surprising, and that is unexpected, okay? Because you apparently are a man, but let's also, I want to do an ultrasound to make sure there's no, womb there, that you just got a stomach and somehow a baby's growing in that.
Okay, so according to Brown, he got way more love than hate on social media.
Oh, good. I'm so glad about that.
And he wants to help educate other people, like you, Pat Gray, who often have misconceptions about transgender people.
Okay, right.
And what makes him feel empowered as a trans man
is
that whoever I say I am,
right?
I am that person.
Okay.
And no one can ever take that away from me.
So if he says, I am a squirrel, then damn it, he is a squirrel, and we all have to recognize that.
And here's the thing.
Right?
Well, yes, you would think that. But here's the thing. Didn't we remember the mother we heard from that was hell-bent on being able to give her kids transition drugs and was so angry with the government down in, I think, Louisiana. And she was just pissed that she couldn't get her kid, who she knows is trans and she knows is the opposite sex of what they were born as. And she said at one point, the kid believed that he was a dog or a cat or whatever. Why didn't you believe that?
Oh, right.
She didn't believe that, but she believed that the kid was opposite of what the kid was born as.
Yes.
But she certainly didn't believe the animals, so I guess animals, you don't believe that. They're out. Animals out.
They're out. That's not reality.
For now.
But gender is in. You can be any gender you want, or no gender, because I hope you don't subscribe to the binary thing. You better don't. Okay? Don't. Don't. Don't come to me with the binary nonsense. Don't. This reminds me of another frightening story that is circulating right now, and that's that Lizzo is really fed up with being made fun of on social media.
Oh, no.
Yeah. The fat thing. Because we don't tolerate fat shaming on this program. We don't tolerate it.
Is that right?
So I can understand where she's coming from, because
Is that right?
social media does tolerate it. While we draw the line there.
This is where you hold the line on this show?
That's where we hold the line.
Okay.
Absolutely no fat shaming will be tolerated on this program. So I understand where she's coming from, but she said she's tired of the BS after she spotted another cruel post on Twitter.
Oh, no.
In fact, here's what she said. She's considering quitting music if it doesn't stop. Oh, no. Don't say that. Please don't say that. The world without Lizzo music is not a world.
I mean, look, I'm a fan of some of her stuff. I'm okay.
It's not a world I can live in. It's not. Are you a fan of it? I'm some of her stuff. I'm a fan of all of her stuff. If Lizzo stops doing music, the world is not worth living in.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Don't go
now,
that
I'm not
far.
threatening suicide.
Okay,
because,
that's what I was...
Yeah, because as the president would say, don't jump. So I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'm just saying it would be very difficult for me. It would be very, very difficult to live in a world without Lizzo tunes.
You look sad. Yeah, Lizzo quit music today.
No. I guess this is what was written about her.
Oh, no. Are you going to say it out loud?
I am.
All right.
How is Lizzo? This was written by Leah Heilpern. I don't know.
I love Leah Heilpern.
Leah
is
awesome. An author and a podcaster.
Yeah, of course she is. What are you talking about?
She said, how is Lizzo still this fat? when she's constantly moving this much on stage?
It's a legitimate question.
I wonder what she must be eating.
It's a legitimate question.
I mean, kind of.
It's a funny question. It's funny. It's funny.
It hurt her feelings.
I'm actually becoming a fan of this writer and podcaster. That's a great question.
Well, Lizzo wrote, just logged on the app, and this is the type of S I see about me on a daily basis. It's really starting to make me hate the world. That is sad, you know. Then someone in the comments...
I hate the world so much, I'm going to go eat something.
She says. Then somebody in the comments said, I eat lots of fast food. I literally stopped eating fast food years ago.
Oh,
I'm tired of explaining myself all the time, and I just want to get on this app without seeing my name in some BS. Y'all know, y'all don't know how close I be to giving up on everyone. I don't know how close she be.
Oh,
I don't, because I don't know her inner feelings. She's sharing them with me now, I guess, but she wants us to know. Y'all don't know how close I be to giving up on everyone and quitting and enjoying my money and my man on a effing farm. The love definitely do not outweigh the hate on social media. All because I'm fat? This is crazy. I hate it here. That is sad. Lizzo. Love and kisses. Lizzo.
I mean...
I do feel bad for her, you know.
Do you?
I do.
Do you?
I do. But,
okay.
But if she gives up her music, I can't go on. I can't go on.
I mean, she's the one that broke through to be a superstar. All right? She wanted to be a star.
Yeah.
And she's out there. She's a
social
media influencer.
I accept myself for the way I am, and she's fat pride and all of that stuff.
So you got to take the heat, baby.
Right.
It's part of the deal. It is part of the deal.
Yeah, it is.
And the what's her name? Leah Halpern was asking a legitimate question.
Yeah.
And she actually she was just pondering. She was just pondering, wondering.
Yes, she was.
You know.
Right. How is she still this fat? Now, you wouldn't take offense to that, right? As long as they mention somewhere in there that you're athletically overweight. Would you be okay with it then?
Well, not in this room, because this room
we don't tolerate
draws the line.
Right, we draw that line, and we will not tolerate fat shaming.
But if it was in another room,
right, then yeah, okay. If you've ever bought or sold a house in your life, you know the process is overwhelming, and on the selling end, it's hard to know what things you should focus on the most. Should you remodel? Should you sell your house as is? Because sometimes that might be the right way to go, because if you make the improvements, you might not get your money back out of those improvements. So who knows? Well, a great realtor from Real Estate Agents I Trust. These are the people you can turn to, and they can help you make those big decisions that are so stressful and really meaningful, because, I mean, your house is probably almost for sure the biggest investment you're ever going to make. So the process at Real Estate Agents I Trust is really simple. Just go to realestateagentsitrust.com. Go there today. Provide us with some basic info. Then our team will contact you to make an introduction to our preferred agent in your town. It's realestateagentsitrust.com.
Pat Gray Unleashed. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome. That's just Planned Parenthood story. Something else. Planned Parenthood proclaimed in a tweet that any reason is the right reason for an abortion.
I mean, what are they supposed to say?
Wow.
That's what they do, right? I mean, that's Planned Parenthood.
Well, they used to say legal, safe, and rare.
Oh, yeah, well.
That's what they used to say.
We're way past that.
Yeah, oh, yeah. We flushed that down the toilet a long time ago. The organization contended in a tweet that people sharing their abortion stories helps to normalize abortions. Well, of course it does.
Yeah.
Of course it does. When it comes to your abortion, any reason is the right reason. Telling your abortion story is important, and the more we talk about this essential form of health care, the more normalized it becomes. God, jeez, wow. And yesterday, remember Glenn came into the show before his show started. In fact, at the very top of the show, just walked right in, sat right down, told us a story about Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Right.
And something she said to the New York Times in 2009. Now, I don't have the exact quote in front of me, so I'll just paraphrase here. But this is a paraphrasing of what she said, is that it's so important to have Roe v. Wade and these things be legal because there's so many, was it undesirables?
That wasn't undesirables.
It wasn't undesirables. That wasn't the word she used. But it was close to that.
That's what she meant.
That's what she meant. People we don't want or unsavory. I don't know. There was a mention that there's, a segment of people that we don't want around, and so we need to have these abortions. These people are so evil. And, I mean, had you ever heard that? I'd never heard that quote from Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
No,
New York Times.
It's from this The Place of Women on the Court article from 2009.
Do you have the exact quote?
I'm trying to find it here in this article.
It's pretty astounding.
It sure is.
Any reason is the right reason for your abortion. Yeah, yes, the sun was in my eyes. The sun was in my eye. I didn't want to look into the sun anymore. It was in my eyes, so I got an abortion. It's just any reason is the right reason to kill your child. This death cult.
It most definitely is a death cult.
Despicable and evil.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Welcome. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. We found the quote from Ruth Bader Ginsburg from 2009. I was going to say like 1936. Was it 36?
It is very possible that Ruth was quoted in
1936.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This was from 2009 in the New York Times. And here's what she said.
And she's talking about the ruling surprising her about the Hyde Amendment. And she says
Roe v. Wade is the amendment she's talking about.
Frankly, I had thought that at the time Roe was decided, there was concern about population growth, and particularly growth in populations that we don't want to have too many of.
Wow. That's not Margaret Sanger. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Supreme Court Justice.
Now, this is her just
speaking out her butt.
Perusing.
That's all. Yeah. That's fine.
Because she ends up getting to the point. The basic thing is that the government has no business making that choice for a woman.
Yeah, please. If you're a journalist and you're either writing that down as she's saying it, or you're recording it to write it down later, and you don't stop her and say, excuse me, Justice Ginsburg, just to clarify, who are these people we don't want too many of? To whom are you referring? If I might be so bold.
Maybe that was just left out.
Oh, my gosh.
It was just left out.
If you're a journalist and you don't ask that question, and they didn't.
No, of course not.
You need to be immediately fired. Immediately fired. And find another line of work. Because you're not good at this.
And perhaps they were. We don't know. That was back in 2009.
Man.
Who was this article?
That is incredible. Remember the other day, we saw, I don't know, somebody was taking pictures on the set of The Chosen, which is a Jesus show. And there was a rainbow-colored pride flag on the set.
Pride flag or the trans flag or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was a pride flag. And so, people were a little concerned that, you're getting endorsements there of the pride movement. So they were asked about it.
Of course they were, because you can't just leave it alone.
No, you can't.
Can't just leave it alone.
No, you cannot. So they defended it. They defended it.
Wow.
Yeah. This is from the state.
I mean, they pretty much have to.
I guess.
Right?
No, you don't have to.
Well,
but
it's just a flag.
The statement from the chosen people said, just like with our hundreds of cast and crew who have different beliefs or no belief at all than we do, we will work with anyone on our show who helps us portray or honor the authentic Jesus. We ask that audiences let the show speak for itself and focus on the message, not the messenger, because we'll always let you down. Okay, I mean, that's
not bad.
It's a decent statement.
Yeah, I mean,
but the person asking the question pressed him a little bit further.
Of course, because we can't just let it go.
Yeah.
Thank you for your comment.
John Root from Turning Point USA pressed the chosen to answer whether, quote, it's God honoring to promote a symbol that represents sexual immorality, a worldly redefinition of marriage, and the idea that we can change our biological sex. Noting that the controversy comes shortly before the start of Pride Month. Fairly strong point there as well. Shouldn't every part of this show be biblically based to truly honor the authentic Jesus? If you stand by having a pride flag on your set, you're not a Christian show, Root said.
But the show is.
You're a production that happens to be about Jesus while catering to the sin of this fallen world.
I lighten up.
And that's probably what they're going to have to say about it. The Chosen generated controversy last year when the show's depiction of Jesus, played by actor Jonathan Rumi, said in a trailer that he is the law of Moses, a quotation which never appears in the Bible, but appears in the Book of Mormon? No, it doesn't. No, that's inaccurate as well.
You're
yes.
standing by that?
I'm standing by that. Dallas Jenkins insisted that most of the audience went crazy and loved it, while very few viewers saw reason for concern. He said, I've never read the Book of Mormon, to be honest with you. I've read some of it. People will share with me.
Have you read some of it?
I read it when someone told me, hey, that's from the Book of Mormon. I was like, okay. And I went and looked it up. Well, you must have looked in the wrong place because it's not there.
And what about the new edition, though?
Jesus does not say in the Book of Mormon that he is the law of Moses. He does say he is the law, meaning he gave the law. The law comes from him. He also has said that he's the fulfillment of the law of Moses, but he's never said he was the law of Moses in the Book of Mormon. So,
again, I ask, and I noticed you didn't answer me.
Yeah, what?
What about the new edition?
What about the new edition of what?
The Book of Mormon. Does he say that in there?
There's not a new edition.
Oh.
No, it's the same one. Yeah, it's the same one. So,
really?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Really. All right. So, anyway, The Chosen is standing by the rainbow flag, I guess. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to, I guess.
You don't really
it's
have
just
to.
a flag on the set. You don't even know. They should have said it's just a flag. We don't even know if it's real. Oh, it's real.
Then there it
it's
is.
real.
There it is.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I mean, it's not like a show. And you like this show, correct?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Is Jesus the chosen one on the show carrying the flag?
No, he's not.
Does he have it?
No.
He's not. Is he sporting a flag T-shirt as he's walking across the water?
No, he's
not.
Okay.
No. So. Well, I guess it's okay.
Okay. Well, fair enough. That's fair enough. I mean, does every portion of the production have to be perfect?
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. It is.
Good. I realize that that's what they wanted. And
yeah.
I understand. Again, it's frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a flag.
It's just a flag.
But that's how we got here. Someone make the argument that's how we got here by saying
right.
It's just a flag.
Right. And so we take no stand on anything because we try to be, tolerant, try to be loving, and we should be those things.
Right.
But then when you bend over backward for every single thing, then look at the result. And we kind of got that staring us in the face right now.
Next thing you know, you're going to be putting a sign out there that says, "This is our land. Latinos are not welcome."
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's what happens.
That's what it leads to.
That's what happens.
Yeah, except no.
It doesn't.
No. Another hoax on that. All right, let me tell you about Pure Health. You've got to start taking care of your liver now more than ever. Why? According to the latest data from the American Heart Association, that indicates that adults with fatty liver are 3.5 times more likely to have heart failure than those without. Wow. The American Liver Foundation says over 100 million Americans have fatty liver, which means many people are at risk. You know, we throw all kinds of things at our livers. Cholesterol, alcohol, toxins, Tylenol, statins, cigarettes. And sometimes you don't even think, well, Tylenol, that turns out to be hard on your liver if you take it too much. So that's why many of us have sluggish, fatty liver that makes us gain weight, lose energy. For decades now, your liver has helped you with over 500 key functions every day. So it's time to help your liver. Then there is a great solution to that. It's called Liver Health Formula. It's manufactured right here in the U.S., and it's approved by American doctors. It's an all-natural supplement, contains 12 clinically proven botanicals that help recharge and protect your liver. You can try Liver Health Formula and receive a free bottle of nano-powered omega-3 to keep your heart healthy, too. Try Liver Health Formula by going to getliverhelp.com/Pat. Getliverhelp.com/Pat. Claim your free bonus gift. Getliverhelp.com/Pat.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
I was reading this article as I was scouting for stories about college football season because I can't wait. There's, 97 days before college football starts. But anyway, I saw this story about Built Bar. And by the way, Built Bar is not a sponsor of the show anymore, so I'm not doing this for that reason. But I guess there's some complaints from the BYU football team, former players, maybe some current ones, about them not fulfilling their commitment to BYU.
Oh, really?
On the NIL money coming to players and stuff. And so Nick Greer, a little upset because he read this report in the Salt Lake Tribune. Now, the Salt Lake Tribune just tries to cause trouble. I mean, the Salt Lake Tribune sucks, okay? It's like the Houston Chronicle. It's like the New York Times, the LA Times, the Washington Post. But last Sunday, they had an article that 6 current or former BYU players said that Built is one of the companies that hasn't fulfilled its financial promises to the athletes as part of a groundbreaking NIL deal that started in 2001. The royalties...
Started in 2001.
2021. Oh. Sorry, 2021. But here's a statement from CEO Nick Greer. He said, the royalties from the bar, we talked about them being redirected to the athletic department, specifically into Coach Kalani Sitake's discretionary fund to benefit player development. We've been meeting that obligation. They've given over $1.25 million in the last 2 years.
So what's happening that they feel isn't being honored?
They think there was some feeling on the team that when they did this new Built Bar,
paying for their...
Yeah, they paid for their tuition for the walk-ons.
Okay,
right? So they paid all the walk-ons tuition, which
30,
was
40,000,
really
whatever
cool.
a year, whatever it works out to be. Yeah,
yeah. It's not that much at BYU, but it was a lot.
Okay.
So it was that, and then they gave $1,000 and some shoes or something to the scholarship players. But it was mostly a really cool thing for the walk-ons.
Right. Yeah. No kidding.
And it's added up to $1,250,000 over the last since they made the deal. What some of the players thought they were also going to get was 15% of the profits from the sales of one of their new bars they called the Cougar Tail. The Cougar Tail is it's like a maple bar, that donut sort of thing that they sell in the stadium. And
nice.
Really good. But anyway, so Bill did a bar on that. Okay. theme.
And just because they did that, the players said, we're getting a cut of that.
Well, somehow they got the impression that they were going to get 15% of the profit going directly to them, and that wasn't the agreement. So I just wanted to make that clear, that was never the agreement, that was going to happen. It was going to go into the fund for the athletes. Didn't mean that they were going to get the money directly to them.
I thought I was going to get 50% of the profit.
Is that what you really?
That's what I thought.
So you're pissed now.
Now I am.
Well, I don't blame you. If you were supposed to get 50% of the profit.
Dime.
No kidding.
A dime.
You haven't seen a dime
Not
from Bill?
a dime.
Damn, we should call Nick today. And
is he going to respond to that?
I don't know. We'll have to see. He's on vacation right now, I think.
He is?
Yeah. But we'll call him. As soon as he gets back, we're calling him.
I mean, is the cell service out where he's on vacation? I'd like to get him on the horn right now, to be honest.
You can never please everybody. That's the moral to this story. You can't please everyone. So you got to please yourself. It's just like Ricky Nelson said.
Thank you.
Back at the garden party. Went to a garden party to reminisce with some old friends. Came to share some memories and reminisce again or something.
Something like that.
Remember the song very well, but
you're talking about college football. Now we have college football and NFL football right around the corner. Under 100 days in the 90s, somewhere in there.
Yes.
We have the NBA championships, which started last night.
All right.
Denver game
won handily
over Miami. Yeah, no problem. They're probably. I mean, everyone's saying, "Well, Miami will win one in Miami." Will they? Because
we'll see.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Denver looks like they're going to roll. We've got the NHL championship starting this weekend, but we also. Well, I was out, as I said, I went out to have a lunch dinner with the family for my daughter's birthday yesterday, and the restaurant we were at, one of the TVs had the College Women's World Series on.
Oh, the softball?
Yeah. And I noticed, then I thought, oh, wow, that's fascinating. I didn't realize that was happening right now. And then I see that I thought BYU would be in on that, and they are not.
No, they are not.
But the Godless Animals are.
No, Utah's still in it?
Yes, they are.
They're still in it?
Yes, they are.
Oh, that sucks. Really?
Yeah. But yesterday, when it just started, Florida State, Oklahoma, who is, I believe, number one.
Oklahoma,
Tennessee,
last I checked, was 51-1.
Yeah, and Tennessee
they had lost one game all
yesterday.
season.
Yeah, Oklahoma was awesome.
Wow, that's amazing. So what are they down to? Are they down to the last four?
No, I don't think they're down to the last four yet.
All right.
But this story has Oklahoma 56-1.
56-1 now. Jeez, incredible.
Florida State 55-1. But I looked as I was going down here to the 8 teams, 9, 10. Anyway, Utah is in there.
Yeah.
They're the last team on the list.
They'll be the first team eliminated from the College World Series. However, first team eliminated. Are there any trans players on the softball team?
Doesn't say.
Because I hope so.
I mean, that's probably why Oklahoma has won so many games.
Yeah, they're all trans. They're all men.
Yeah. Bastards.
A trans-identifying athlete from Nevada just helped his high school girls relay team to win 2 state championships in track and field.
Sweet.
And has also been recruited to play women's sports at the collegiate level. So this is great news.
Gosh.
Great news. First reported by the Independent Council on Women's Sports, a trans-identifying male named Diamond Solorzano competed in and helped the girls' team from North Valley's high school win the state championship in the 4x200 and the 4x400 meter relay races in May. Oh, good. Well, that's good. Isn't that good?
Congratulations.
That's great. Congratulations. It's another man playing against women and doing surprisingly well. And there
she is.
He is.
No, she.
There she is. Right. There they are.
And there they are.
Oh, that's
there
great.
They are.
I don't know.
What it doesn't say. It just said that they're being recruited to play at the university level. I'd be interested
playing volleyball.
To see what
playing volleyball at the
university.
Oh,
is
I think it does say. Let me see. It's not a huge university as you could perhaps.
No, but there's plenty of universities that have great volleyball programs.
Yes, but it's Lassen College
And when you think of great volleyball,
You think
at
Lassen
university,
College.
You think
That's what you
Lassen
think.
College.
Yeah.
Where is Lassen College? Do we know?
It is in the United States.
No, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. The great United States. Let's bring this together. Lassen.
I don't know where Lassen College is, but they've recruited her to play volleyball there, and that's awesome. Apparently, she was not only competing in track, but also volleyball at her high school.
Now, I'll give you 3 guesses.
Okay.
On what state
Lassen
College is in?
California.
You didn't need all 3.
Okay. There you go. And obviously, they're fine.
Yeah.
With her being a he and competing for them on their behalf. That's great. That's really good. Okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to her, him.
That's great. And again, another story, as with really all these trans stories, they don't care.
They don't care
about the regular.
They don't care. They don't care about fairness. In fact, if you bring up fairness, you're a transphobe. You're a hater. You're a bigot. And we're just beaten with that. But don't let it beat you down, because I don't care what they call us. I don't care. It's time to stand up against this and say, no, this is not right.
Yeah,
it's not right, and it's not fair for the women.
Let's just get. And how are parents with daughters who are competitive in anything? Right. I don't care what. If your daughter plays the piano, if your daughter wants to play the flute like Lizzo, I don't care. How are you okay with letting the competition be that unfair against your child? I'm sorry, no. I would not allow it. I won't allow it.
I don't know.
I wouldn't do it. I most definitely wouldn't do it.
So if the school district, though, is not with you on that, what do you do? Do you pull your daughter out of the competition? What do you do?
Good question.
Yeah, because what do you do? Then they don't compete at all? I don't know. It's really difficult. It's really hard right now. But there's got to be some changes to our leadership, because we've got an administration right now that is supporting this nonsense.
Yes. Oh, my gosh.
They're all about it, and they're pissed off by people who aren't all about it. And making the women argument seems like a winning proposition to me, and yet it isn't.
It isn't. I know.
Bringing up Title IX seems like a winning proposition, and yet it isn't. How can that be? I don't know. I really don't know how that can be, but it is. And here we are in this situation once again. Also, Jews Against George Soros has been launched now. That's the name of the group, Jews Against George Soros, because if you criticize him, you're anti-Semitic.
I mean, this has been an ongoing battle that they've tried to use forever.
Forever. Remember when we were talking about Soros back in 2009 and 2010, talking about his situation? Anytime you criticized him, well, you're an anti-Semite.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
We're pro-Israel and pro-Jews.
Doesn't matter.
And, you're an anti-Semite.
Yeah. And they pulled it out again.
Yeah, and yes. Every single time he's criticized, that's what they use against you. Oh, stop your anti-Semitism. This is just an old grandfatherly Jew. That's all he is. Is he a practicing Jew? Because I'd love to see him at synagogue sometime.
I don't.
Never. As far as I know, George Soros is an atheist. I don't think he has any religion, but does he have Jewish background? Yes.
I mean, he may have his own little traveling rabbi with him that he brings along with him for the trips. I don't know.
And if you mention the fact that he hung out with his was it his uncle who was rounding up? It was, I don't know, it was
a family.
It was a Nazi
member.
person, and he'd bring him along when they were going to Jews' homes.
Yeah.
And so people have labeled him as if he was turning in Jews, and he wasn't really doing that. But he was with the Nazi who was visiting the Jews' homes back in the day. And if you bring that up, you're anti-Semitic. So it's really amazing. It's really amazing. So this group has gotten together because they're sick of it.
Jews Against
George Soros.
George Soros.
Yep. Led by senior Newsweek editor Josh Hammer and Missouri Attorney General candidate Will Scharf, Jews Against Soros pledges to fight back against the common left-wing smear that opposition to Soros and his sprawling network of political organizations is anti-Semitic. Attacking Soros for his influence on American politics, to say nothing of his nefarious agenda in Israel itself, isn't anti-Semitic. It is simply a fact that Soros funds a huge proportion of the radical left in this country. That's true.
Yeah.
And he must be stopped. Oh, what anti-Semites. Oh, my gosh.
Right?
Oh, wow. Hammer observed that many who criticize Soros for his political activism are commonly labeled anti-Semites, pointing out that Elon Musk was recently attacked by the left-wing media as just that.
Yeah, that's who it was. That's right.
Yeah. He also said the same thing happened to Marco Rubio last year. Jeez. Soros spent, get this, $128.5 million on Democrat campaigns last year. $128.5 million. Wow. Yeah, he's got to be stopped.
That's just on that.
Right.
That's just on that.
Right.
Holy cow.
Have a great weekend.
Pat Gray.